bit plasticky, but sweet and good too. Hey guys, welcome back. So I got Friday favorites and Fooeys for you today, and I'm excited for spring makeup. I think I'm kind of trending in that direction of, I feel like my truly favorite makeup is probably always kind of in that springy makeup look, but bringing in a little bit more like peachy tones. I think like peachy, pinky springtime, and even like lavender. And then summer, I think like bronzy, sun-kissed sort of makeup. So, you know, kind of moving in that direction with my makeup favorites. So I've got a couple newer things, a couple revisited favorites, just some good stuff to talk about. So if you're new here, my name is Leslie. Welcome. I love to do favorites videos, new at the drugstore, reviews, empties, get ready with me. It's just a lot of fun stuff here on my channel. So if you're new, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button and stuck around for a while. I'd love to have you here on my channel. So yeah, we are chatting about Friday favorites, so let's get to it. Okay, so first off for eyes, another K-beauty thing. I got a little single shadow that I have been loving, and I feel like this is a great, I was kind of just, I'm all over the place. What made me notice this and decide to get it is I thought, what is a good just like one shadow, single shadow that I would want to have on hand? You know what I mean? Like a bronzer, a good rose tone bronzer is always kind of that for me. But a single shadow, you just don't see as many single shadows. You know what I mean? It's a lot more palettes than singles. Anyway, I saw this on Amazon and I got it and I love it. This is by Kohl. I think it's a K-beauty. I say it's a K-beauty brand. I think, but I'm not positive, honestly. Kohl eyeshadow, and this is in the shade 19. Little Beige Dress is the name of the shadow color. Little Beige Dress. And I would describe this, so I have this all over my lid. Well, not really all over my lid, just kind of in my crease, honestly. Just mainly on my crease, and then I have a little bit of a couple other things. Anyway, this is what it looks like. And it's just a beautiful, kind of cool toned beige is how I would describe it. Like a beige that has a slight pinky undertone to it, but it's not a pink for sure. It's definitely a neutral beigey shade. It's very light, very soft, not over the top. That looks like, it would barely show up. And it does. It kind of barely shows up, but in a beautiful way. Like you can see it on my hand that it just has this really pretty, effortless, soft makeup look. So I really like it by itself. I've been wearing it with other things. I don't think I've worn it by itself yet. I don't think so, because I generally love like a sparkly or a metallic looking lid. But for like either a basic first shadow kind of shadow, I think this is great, or by itself it would be beautiful too. It's a good formula too. It's blendable, easy to work with. I really like this. And then I was pairing it with just a little bit of a couple shades from here just to give a little bit more dimension to the look in my outer corner. So I would take a little bit of this one mixed with this one. So just, to add a little bit more depth to it, I'll show you. And these are just, they're definitely darker than the other, but I think they go so well with it. So this one you can see is more of that, and especially you can see it compared to these, how this one has more of that pinky undertone. And then this is more of a softer peach. And then this one is a little bit brighter of a peach. Really, I wouldn't describe that as a peach necessarily. It's like a neutral shade leaning to a peach. Anyway, they're all beautiful, but again, none of them are, really super deep shades. They're just softer, lighter, not as over the top. So I've been loving that as kind of the base. And then I have mentioned this before and using this in this way, but I broke out my Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder in Bloom Time again. This is so beautiful as a shadow with a little bit of setting spray. No setting spray, it's gorgeous too, but with a setting spray, it really kicks it up a notch, and you can see it on my lids. This is what I have on with some setting spray, and it is just the most beautiful, like, pinky peach. Like, it's a peach, but, well, it's a peach. Yeah, it's a peach. But it's not a super orangey peach is what I would say. But isn't it so pretty how it catches the light? So I have worn this on my cheeks too. Don't have it on today on my cheeks, but I did wear it on my cheeks, but mostly loving it on my eyes. It just makes a beautiful, light-catching, peachy eyeshadow. Absolutely love it. But it's a great cheek highlighter too. I mean, if you just like a peachy highlighter like this, I just think of a peachy highlighter as springy. You know what I mean? And it's pretty when you put it on your cheeks too and on your eyes because it gives this, you know, kind of like beautiful, cohesive makeup look. That's so pretty. It's good. Cheeks were still over the top as usual. And I have too much blush on my nose too. So, you know, it is what it is. I love the bright cheeks. So these two are the things I've been reaching for. These are so ridiculously pigmented. So many of the cream liquid blushes right now are so pigmented. And this is one of them, the L'Oreal Lumi Le Liquid Blush. And this is in the shade Dewy Bright, oh really? Dewy Bright Pink. Oh, that's right, because there's some that are like glowy and the dewy ones are not very glowy. So that's what kind of threw me off. They're really more just, all right, let's look at it before I go describing it. Let's remind myself of what this looks like. So Dewy Bright Pink, oh my, so pigmented. If I put that much on my cheeks, we would have a situation on our hands for sure. So I do one little dot of this, and then we'll get to this. I do a little dot of this too, but let's talk about this. It's a beautiful, like corally pink. It says it's a pink, but it's got a lot of coral to it, which again, this just looks like spring makeup to me. Doesn't that look like spring to you? Oh, it's so happy and beautiful and bright. But, ooh, a little bit goes a long way with this. You have to be, at least for me, I have to be very light-handed with this. One little dot, and that is enough for my whole cheek. And I still have to go back with powder to tone it down. So even using the tiniest little dot of it, I still have to be very light-handed and do extra blending with it. But it's a really pretty shade. I would say, like, yeah, sometimes things look different in the packaging. That looks really close. So I think you get a pretty good idea by looking at it in the packaging. And then the Maybelline Sun Kisser blush, and this is in the pinky shade, Blazing Blush, and this is one of the glowy ones. I love this. I have loved this since I first got it. Now this one, in this particular shade, I do not have to be super light-handed with it, which I love. This almost reminds me of MAC Just a Wisp, which used to be one of my go-to favorite glowy blushes. This looks so much like what I remember that one looking like. It's been a long time since I've worn that shade. Is that even still around? But look how pretty. It's a gorgeous, light-catching, glowy, light bubblegum pink. It's like, for me, it's kind of, I would say it's like a blush lighter. It's kind of in between a highlighter and a blush, but have I worn this by itself? I'm sure I have. But I love it paired with something else that's just a little bit deeper. So I put a little dot of the darker shade of this one first, and then a little bit more of this one. I don't have to be as light-handed with this one. And then I would do blending, and it would give this, you know, slight bit of glow because this has a little bit of glow, but it's not shimmery. It just has this beautiful light-catching property to it. It's so pretty. They're a really good combo. Okay, then last up for lips. This, again, just looks like spring to me. It looks like this just kind of sweet, peachy, effortless, glossy lip, and I love it. This is one of the new Essence Juicy Balms, Glossy Butter Balms, and I think that's a good description because it is like very buttery. It's a thicker sort of a balm. Smells really good. Ooh, yeah. I mean, a little bit plasticky, but sweet and good too. I like the way it smells. I don't know how I would describe it. This is in the, oh, I don't know. It doesn't say the name of it, but I don't think. But I'll look it up. It's the like cherry, I think, one. It's the corally or cherry. I'll put the name of it for you. But anyway, this packaging looks so like, I don't know, 80s, 90s makeup. And I love that about it. So I love this packaging. Like, didn't Maybelline's packaging look like this back in the day where it was these bright kind of neon colors together? Oh, so fun and happy. This is so pretty and light-catching. Just like so, I say light-catching because it's shiny. You know what I mean? It catches the light with that shine. And it's a really pretty kind of orangey red coral is how I would describe the color. And there it is on my lips. I don't have any lip liner. If I wanted a little bit more precision, I would pair it with a lip liner. But today I just have it by itself. It's comfortable, it's hydrating. Again, it is a slightly thicker formula, but I still love it. So there it is. And again, I just think something about a kind of effortless, glossy lip is, I think, just very warm weather makeup to me. It just makes me think of warm weather makeup. You know what I mean? Okay, so those are all my favorites. So hope that you really enjoyed this video. Please hit a thumbs up if you did. Let me know down below what you have been loving or maybe not so much loving. Let me know what you've been up to recently. I would love to hear that. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next video.